Greetings! Welcome to another edition of At the Pictures with myself, Jimmy De Palma, and
Chaz Scorsese.
Well, it's been a wild ride. We've just returned from the cinema, having seen. Well, I don't know how to explain what I've seen. But what's the name of the film, Chaz?
Fast and the Furious.
The Fast and the Furious. But what one is it? 10 Fast and the Furious. 10 Faster. What is it? Fastest 10. Anyway, let's see it. It's hard to describe, isn't it, Chaz?
Yeah.
What crazy. That's the word for this. Man, how far out can these Fast and the Furious films get now? Because I don't know. It was starting off, when it started, was just guys racing about in fancy cars. I don't know what I've seen tonight, Chaz. Explain it. Some of the craziness.
It went to just your average family barbecue to some people randomly eating cannabis muffins.
Yeah, they had everything in it. There was all the usual suspects were in it. I mean, I don't know. I thought to myself, they'll actually have Paul Walker in it, and Paul Walker was in it. So it was just insane. And the most insane thing in it, believe it or not, was Merman, or whatever his name is, Aquaman.
Jason Momoa.
The main baddie. He was cuckoo. He was I think he was doing the old Alan Rickman Sheriff of Nottingham. He didn't belong in the same film as everything else that was happening, but it was just crazy. I mean, they don't even. There's somebody sitting in a room thinking, "What can we do with these cars? Oh, that would never work. Oh, it doesn't matter. Put it in anyway." And it's all about family. Let's do the family bit together. So the family bit. The family consists of now. There's Jason Statham as part of the family. You've got Clint Eastwood's kid as part of the family. Scott Eastwood, is it? I believe. I think the baddie, the big tall lassie, some of the films, the big blonde lassie, is that Charlize Theron is part of the family now. You've got Jack Reacher, the guy who plays Jack Reacher on the telly programme. I don't know if he's part of the family now. And you've got, my God, who stole the film for you, Chaz? John Cena as Dom's brother, his younger brother.
Who was the villain in the last one?
Yeah, he was a villain, now he's a goodie. And redeemed himself by helping Dom's kid, the wee kid in it. There's just things like Dom's wife gets taken prisoner, and for some reason they're away in Antarctica. 9 different films, or 9 different trailers for 9 different films. It's getting crazy. And some of the things that's happened, it's crazy. I mean, that's the only way to explain it. What have we just seen, Chaz?
It's like those parody movies, like
scary, aye. It just, some of it, the intentionally funny bits are funny, but a lot of these films are becoming unintentionally funny now when he saves his kid. And the kid flies through the air, and you just have to watch it just suspend all disbelief. Just go with the flow and put it into overdrive. There's cars galore in this again. Action, chop socky action, kung fu, all this. But it just, I don't think, and the ending of the film or whatever, I don't think these films are going to end. I think they're going to keep going and going and going. But just suspend your disbelief and watch it, and have Dom going about talking about the importance of family over kind of I mean, who could they fight? I mean, aliens. If aliens landed, that's the next thing. When even all the baddies all team up and help Dom fight the aliens. That's the thing that's going to happen next. But just what there's a bomb, like a big bouncy ball thing, rolling down a flat street in Rome, going to destroy the Vatican, and Dom has to save people. And it is ludicrous. These films are ludicrous. But I sat and watched it for 2 hours. Have you got anything else to add about this crazy film, Chaz?
Final thing I want to add,
Okay.
some of the stuff didn't even make sense. It makes
No.
sense.
None of it makes
No.
sense.
It's little mistimed. Like one part, I don't know if I understand it, but I know this. So there's a scene where Dom gives some random person a cross to give to his wife, and that was in Naples, Italy. And then he said, then he goes to Brazil without them, no, and then he hands it, and then these CIA agent guys find out about this cross and scan where this person last was, and the last place was Naples, but it was apparently Brazil.
Don't even look for it to make any kind of sense. And like the guy, Kurt Russell, that was in it, I can't mind how many films back he was in it, but he's got, not only has he's got a daughter now. He's got a daughter who's in it. She's doing stuff. Was that Captain Marvel that was his daughter? Captain Marvel's in it. But to me, Jason Momoa was trying hard, but the guy that stole the film was John Cena. John Cena's a genius. I don't care what MD says. He's a genius. So go and see it for John Cena. But Jason Momoa's doing the old Alan Rickman, chewing the scenery type thing. He's this kind of camp villain that just he prances about like a big. Imagine like a big American footballer was a ballet dancer. That's what I say. He's doing all this, trying to get Dom. But anyway, let's get to the marks, because this insanity's got to stop. It's got to stop. I tell you. I'll tell you. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 because I did sit through it with my mouth hanging open a lot of the time. But I did watch it. And you can't. It is like a car crash. You can't avert your eyes. You've got to watch it. And I turned to you, Chaz, about 5 times. I said, "What's going on, Chaz? What's going on?" He couldn't tell me. So I'm giving it a 3. But it's probably worth more than that. But I'm still in shock. What about you, Chaz?
I'm giving it a 4. Overall, it was high budget. I had a lot of nice, everything was fine. The story didn't make sense, and the way it was laid out, it was just horrible. That was the only reason I'm giving it a 4, and I'm going to give it a special award. Drum roll. I'm going to give it the funniest film of the year because it makes no sense and it's just funny without trying to be, even in the intense bits, even in the sad bits, it's just funny.
The sad bits where he's staring out the sunset after the Vatican nearly blows up. I was laughing. I'm going, oh gee, what's going to happen next? Oh, they're going to get a canoe and fly out a plane. Hey! Anyway, right. That's it from us. We'll have to see another one eventually. I know it will come around. And if you watch the film, you'll know it as well. So long, folks.